For the first time in more than 20 years, Cuba's leader is in France on an official state visit. It's seen as a big step for Cuba, which resumed normal relations with the United States last year. Our correspondent Kate Parkinson has more from Paris.
A warm welcome from French President François Hollande. France has led the way in bringing Cuba back into the diplomatic fold since it restored relations last year with its longtime foe, the United States. The Cuban leader's trip to Paris comes just 8 months after Hollande became the first Western leader in more than 50 years to visit Havana. It also follows a breakthrough deal which was reached in Paris last December to lighten Cuba's foreign debt. Paris played a key role in negotiating that deal, putting France in a prime position to reap the rewards as Cuba's economy slowly opens up. Both presidents vowed to develop economic, political and cultural ties during a joint news appearance.
Reconocemos y damos la bienvenida a la voluntad expresada por las autoridades francesas.
We welcome the will expressed by French authorities to accompany us and participate actively in the plans of economic and social development of Cuba. We also thank France for the determining role it played to open a new phase in the relationships between the European Union and Cuba on the basis of respect and reciprocity.
And Hollande called on the US to lift its economic embargo against Cuba.
La France aussi a toujours été convaincue que malgré les tensions internationales.
France has always been convinced that despite Cold War tensions, one thing was necessary: the lifting of the embargo. It's the message which I delivered when I went to Havana, and it's the message that I repeat today. This embargo and blockade should now be wiped out.
Que j'avais tenu à délivrer quand je m'étais rendu à La Havane.
France has long been critical of the US trade embargo, which has been in place since 1962. When Castro's brother Fidel visited France in 1995, under then French President François Mitterrand, it was widely seen as a snub towards American policy. Although Washington has not lifted its trade embargo against Cuba, US, European and certainly French companies are already jockeying for position in what could be a highly lucrative Cuban market. Kate Parkinson, CCTV, Paris.